Hey guys, Megas Little GG here. Today we're going over the Saints Stack Y Flex mini scheme. We're going to get started here with the play PA Reed from the Stack Y Flex formation. We're going to go against a man coverage look here. So versus man coverage, guys, there's a lot of different things that we can do. I'm going to get started with, this is my favorite setup here from this play versus man. What I like is that it's only one hot route. So like we do one hot route and we snap the ball. And we're going to be looking here, our crosser is going to be our best man beater here for sure. We can rely on this to fry man every time. But the other routes will also do a good job at beating man coverage. Our slant here, we can throw. Boom. Right? That slant we consistently beat man. And I'll show you the other two routes here as well. But then again, it's a great play. Boom. One hot route on B. Snap the ball. You're also going to have this post route here and a nice little window. Once I have route tech on my receivers, I think to help these routes consistently beat more man guys, you should have route tech with Jordan on your receivers. And I'm showing the crosser here as well. The zig is the last route that we sometimes can throw. It's not the best for beating man. It is inconsistent. These other three routes I would prefer to beat man. But sometimes this zig, like I said, like you saw right there, it will fry from time to time. But the other three routes are way more consistent man beaters. So that is that play versus man. I'll show you an alternative setup that I like to do versus zone. You can run this play versus zone as well, but I do like this other route combo out of this versus zone. So we'll go against the cover 3 look here. So you can run this and you can throw this crosser. Is going to be our main read here. So you get to a nice window in between the vert hooks and the middle thirds. One thing though that I like with this as an alternative setup is something like this, where we have a double drag look, so it's like a mesh concept here with a seam streak. So like we can throw the seam streak right here, so you can get to a nice window here for Tony Gonzalez. Versus that cover 3 look. And we're also going to have both our drags underneath the vert hooks if we want them. And we also still have our crosser as well. So it really kind of puts the vert hooks in no man's land. We can take our drags right here as a check down, and that's an easy 5-10 yards. Maybe if they will use the crosser, our drag is a great check down option there for us. But again, we're also still going to have this crosser here as well. It's going to fit in a great window, which is what I love about the play PA Reed. I'll show it to you guys versus cover 2. Versus cover 4 is the same idea as cover 3, so I won't get into the cover 4. But I will show you guys this versus cover 2 just to show that it's just a great play to run versus both zone and man. I'll go back to our double drag setup here. Same idea. The only thing I want to mention versus cover 2 is that maybe we'll do a great job of playing this initially. So therefore, what we're going to want is we're going to want to throw a crosser here late. So you see, like if you focus on the crosser here, this Y route, the mid read will play it right here. So we kind of want to throw a little later. But again, they're usually using the mid read, or if they're using the crosser again, we're going to throw one of our drag checkdowns as an option there. I'll show you guys the slant step here. The slant step here works as well. Again, we're just be throwing our crosser here, clicking on, adding, coming back to the receiver. That's going to be really our main option. That's why I don't love this up here versus cover 2 specifically, because this is really our only ball that we can throw. We can either throw our post here if we have time. Like our X post here is a bomb. Like if we have time, this is a dot. The problem is that does take a lot of time. So like that post does be cover 2 if you want to run this setup. So if they go coverage from cover 2, run this setup right here. If it's like a coverage look, if it's a blitzing look from cover 2, I'll run something like this. That way we have a checkout option that we can throw to quickly, or we can also throw our crosser here in a nice window as well. So let's get into our second play here, which is going to be fade out. The fade out guys, you can do a great job at beating man coverage because of the stack concept. Basically, with the stack Y flex formation, the receivers on the left side here are like one's here and one's right behind him, right? So the problem is that guy that's behind him, it's really hard for the defender to like get to him to guard him. It's hard for the defender to like guard him, like right, because he's like actually right here, right on this little fade out route. It's kind of like running like an out route here. The defender, because of a stack look, is gonna have a hard time actually getting to him. So like you can throw this ball quickly here, right? It's kind of like a snap throw. If there is no vert hook here from the nickel corner, because that's really the only guy that can guard him quickly, we're gonna throw this snap throw here from X every time for an easy gain. And it's just because, guys, like I said, that stack look with one receiver is directly behind the other. The guy can't get to him in time. So boom. Again, it's just kind of like a snap throw. Sometimes too, like it comes down to it's worst case scenario, it's like 3 or 4 yards. At best case scenario, it's one broken tackle away from a touchdown versus cover 0, or it's like easy like 10 yards, right? Boom, snap throwing again. It's an easy play, right? Very hard for them to user as well. They have to fully commit their user to that. Other stuff here too. And this is so like, the only thing they're doing differently here when I call this is what the play looks like stock. I'm just gonna put the running back on a table route right here to make them have to respect the running back. If they do not, we're gonna take our check down there for an easy 10-15 yards. And then we also this A post here, so we have our fade out route from X that we like to throw. We have our tail route that we like to throw. We also going to have this A post route to Gonzalez. Also going to be a super consistent man beater. As you can see, my route technician lights up right there, which you can beat man coverage. Again, another ability that I mentioned before. I highly recommend to beat man coverage. But right there, boom, he's going to light up again. Easy dot, right? You guys see it. So we have 3 great man beaters there out of this fade out play. I'll show you guys this first one as well. This play, like I mentioned, if the slot corner isn't in a ver hook, you can snap throw this fade out every time. So I'll show you this, for example, versus cover 3 here. Versus cover 3, we can snap throw X in a nice window right there, right? It's a great snap throw. If they bring heavy pressure, they have to respect it. It's a really hard ball. If they start blitzing you a lot, looking flat, blitzing 6, it's hard to cover this route while blitzing 5 and 6 people. That's what I really like about it. And then also another thing versus cover 3, this post gets in a really good spot from A here again. Over the hooks, underneath the middle third. Boom, right? So it's an easy game there. And those are kind of the 2 routes that we're looking for here out of this cover 3 is our, if we want to throw it early, we want to throw our out route. If we want to throw it late, we want to throw this post route right here. Again, boom. So that's kind of the reach versus cover 3 and cover 4 as well. Same idea versus cover 4. I'll show you guys this versus cover 2. Versus cover 2, guys, what we're going to look for right here is this outside wheel route. It's going to do a great job at getting outside of that cloud flat and outside of the half as well for a great dot. Another route that we can throw here is this deep post route. If we do have time, this post will split the cover 2, similar to the PA rebound that I mentioned before. So those are 2 plays I do versus cover 2. And then let's get into like some of the runs here as well from this formation. So those are really like the 2 main plays that I like: PA read and fade out with some alternative route combos for each of them. We're going to get into the runs here. So that's going to be like quick base inside zone. Quick base, you want a fast guard because basically like 65 here is going to be running to the left side of the field. And he's going to get like that leading linebacker. So we're going to want him to be faster. That way he can pull successfully. So boom, 65 again. We're waiting for it. Once he gets that blocker, it's going to be an okay game. So you guys hear one more time. We wait for him to get pick up the block. Once he picks up the block, my right guard's a little slow. But if you get a faster guard here, again, we want to run this run to the left if we can for a faster handoff. But again, you gotta wait for him to pick it up, and then it's a nice game. Another run that's also very hard to shoot, and we can also just mix in with an inside zone here as well for a nice game there. Again, runs, we're trying to run PA read and fade out when we can, guys. But if you cannot, if they start playing like pass-heavy defense, for example, we can mix in this inside zone and quick base, and it's going to do a great job for us, guys. So those are the 2 runs and the 2 pass plays that I want to discuss with you guys: quick base, inside zone, fade out, and PA read. So with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed the video and felt something that you can incorporate into your offense, consider checking out SoGG, where we offer full schemes to use the highest levels of Madden. Links up in the description. Use code GG at checkout for 20% off your next order.